We're back with Cody Johnson. Two Codys again. CMT, Cody Music Television. You see what we're doing here?
Starting to become a recurring event.
Good to see you. And I want to talk about this new project, Leather, which is so great you have out right now. I heard that you weren't necessarily looking to do an album so quick, but you heard Leather and thought, wow, we've got to do something with this.
That's
right?
exactly what it was. We were, I was sitting on the bus with Ian Munsick. He was on tour with us, and we were just swapping songs, and he plays me Leather, and I fell in love with it.
His mama says he's just flesh and bone. The girls say he's a rolling stone. But shake his hand and then you'll know a cowboy's made of leather.
I said, man, are you gonna record this? And he's like, no, I wasn't planning on it. I'm like, let me have it, and I'll name my album after it. And he was like, I didn't know you were cutting an album. I was like, well, I didn't either. You know, I'm gonna go do it. But that's exactly how it happened. It was, that song moved me into, like, how could I balance the artwork and the rest of these song selections and stuff that I had in the pile around this one track? So
Yeah.
pretty proud of it.
The album is everything I love about country music, too. It's got love, it's got heartbreak, it's got the party songs on there, real life emotions.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of authenticity. I feel like this is your most authentic album yet.
Well, I'm glad that you said that, because that was really what the basis of this album was. Because it was recorded on a whim somewhat. That's when you have art like that you create just because you want to go be creative, that in and of itself is authentic. And then I thought, you know, these songs all have to speak to who I am musically, personally. It really needs to look and feel like me.
Speaking of the art, the cover of the album is so good. And this is not Photoshop, because you are a real deal cowboy. You come from, you know, grit, grime. What was happening here when this photo was taken? Explain it to us.
So that's a lot of blood and hair and spit and things that rhyme with spit. That was after a day of working cattle. We had doctored a bunch of cattle and castrated a bunch of calves, and we were ear tagging and we were branding and all this stuff. And so by the end of the day, I was covered, and I got on my horse and I was ready to ride to the barn. And Chris Douglas, this wonderful photographer, says, "Don't move. Don't move. Let me get that shot right there." And I was pretty irritated because I'm covered in flies and all this stuff, and I'm hot. I'm ready to go to the house. But when I saw the picture, I was like, that's why you hire a photographer with an artistic eye, just like a producer. They see things that you don't.
It's so good. The album is called Leather. Cody Johnson. More to come. Back to the countdown now.